In this age of Hollywood sequels, prequels, remakes, and reboots, it's easy for moviegoers to become jaded. We're always demanding more original stories and franchises. But just because an old property is being revived for a new audience, it doesn't mean the studios are completely out of ideas. Some revamps offer creative and exciting new spins for everyone to enjoy. Here are Screen Rant's 5 movie reboots that surprised everyone. Batman Begins. After Batman and Robin killed the Caped Crusader on film, fans weren't exactly hungry for a new take on The Dark Knight, especially one starring an unknown Welsh actor with a director untested in blockbusters. But Batman Begins revitalized the character's popularity instantly. It told a dark and gritty origin tale that stayed incredibly faithful to the comic mythology. Performances from respected actors like Michael Caine and Liam Neeson gave the film some much-needed credibility. Overall, Batman Begins showed that a comic book movie could be taken seriously if handled properly. After being burned by Joel Schumacher, it was exactly what fans of the Caped Crusader needed.
You really started something.
Casino Royale. In 2006, James Bond was in danger of losing his license to sell tickets. Die Another Day was a critical dud, and the Bourne Identity had begun to revolutionize the spy thriller. Eon Productions decided it was time to reboot the character. They took 007 back to his literary roots, and controversially cast Daniel Craig for Casino Royale. Despite outcries of Bond purists, the film arrived on schedule and quickly became one of the franchise's best entries. Director Martin Campbell told an emotional story, one that was grounded in reality, not outlandish stunts. This Bond was more relatable and human than ever before. The film's sleek design and memorable action sequences were also a hit. Casino Royale showed audiences that 007 could still compete with the world's top spies.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Star Trek. Paramount went back to the drawing board after the failure of Star Trek Nemesis. They brought in director J.J. Abrams and cut loose the cast established on TV. Instead, they recruited a younger generation and aimed to completely reboot the original series. Some die-hard Trekkies were not so thrilled with the new version's emphasis on Star Wars-like action, but it was just the shot in the arm Star Trek needed. The cast proved to be up to the task too. They successfully escaped the shadows of their predecessors to earn their rightful place on the Enterprise. After some bumps in the road, Star Trek found a way to live long and prosper after all. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. The original Planet of the Apes is one of science fiction's most respected films, but modern audiences didn't care much about any Planet of the Apes when Tim Burton's crummy remake failed to leave an impact. 10 years later, Fox took another crack at a reboot. This one told the story from the perspective of the first modified ape, Caesar. Not many expected it to be a worthwhile film, but Rise became the sleeper hit of 2011. Andy Serkis earned rave reviews for his awesome performance as Caesar, and ushered in a new era of motion capture acting. The movie wasn't short on substance either. It told a cautionary tale about scientists playing God, but it was also rooted firmly in Caesar's search for home, family, and his place in a new world.
Caesar is home.
Dredd. No one expected 2012's Dredd to be anything more than a soulless remake. And why would they, after the unforgettable disappointment of Sylvester Stallone's turn as Judge Dredd in 1995?
I am the law!
The plot even seemed to be derivative of The Raid. Fortunately, skeptics were proven wrong. Dredd turned out to be a shockingly entertaining action film. It was full of slick visuals and practical stunts that made each gunfight hit like a sledgehammer. Karl Urban turned out to be perfect for the faceless hero. He delivered a Dredd that was completely faithful to the no-nonsense executioner that comic fans turned into a cult icon. No, the film may not have been a box office hit, but the team's passion for doing its material justice was one of the most pleasant surprises in years.
The prosecution rests.
Those are our picks for movie franchise reboots that surprised us. Are there any we missed? Sound off in the comments below and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.